Night 5 at the Australian Open, and there were some big matches on offer, but first rounding out the day's play, German star Alexander Zverev is through to the fourth round after a commanding win over 32nd seed Frenchman Adrian Mannarino on Rod Laver Arena.
And there's some easy power.
The world number 7 blasting 19 aces in his straight sets win.
Ace number 19 seals the deal for the German.
Zverev admitting, though, the pain of losing the 2020 US Open final continues to drive him here at Melbourne Park.
I mean, US Open, as you said, was one of the greatest moments in my career, but also one of the toughest moments in my career. I was 2 points away from winning my first Grand Slam, so I still have that in my head. I still have that in the back of my mind, and you know, I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen here, maybe.
An upset loss for the 8th seed Diego Schwartzman, with the Argentine beaten in straight sets by Russian qualifier Aslan Karatsev in what is his Grand Slam debut.
An ace down the tee to finish it off, and a roar from Aslan. Aslan Karatsev defeats the number 8 seed Diego Schwartzman.
The first match of the night on centre court saw number 2 seed Simona Halep cast aside her second round stumble to move into the last 16 with an impressive win over Veronika Kudermetova.
Outstanding defence from Halep and rewarded.
The Romanian looked sharp and strong, closing out the first set in just 31 minutes, reminding everyone of her credentials.
Well, a very clean set indeed for Simona Halep.
The two-time Grand Slam champion found herself down a break at 3-2 in the second set, only to strike back with some of her trademark defence.
Oh, she's gone wide, so Halep, she's delighted, I think, and well, she should be. A bit of a vintage performance, perhaps. Too good for Kudermetova here this evening in straight sets.
Like Halep, 15th seed Świątek was also sharp in moving past Fiona Ferro 6-4, 6-3 in 1 hour and 24 minutes.
What a get from Świątek.
Her 10th consecutive Grand Slam win in straight sets, despite some stellar resistance from the unseeded Frenchwoman.
That ball kisses the line, and that is grand stuff from our most recent Slam champ.
Also through to the round of 16 is Canadian Milos Raonic, overcoming Hungarian Martin Fucsovics in 4 sets.
Oh, that's well played.
That's very well done.
Raonic found his best level when it mattered most in the first set, landing multiple aces to dominate the tiebreak and take a 1-set lead.
Too good.
The Hungarian levelled the match in the second.
The Hungarian does it. He levels 1 set apiece.
But Raonic earned back-to-back service breaks in both the third and fourth sets to claim his spot in the round of 16 for the 8th time.
Well, he was pushed, but not to the extent that was really going to do any damage.
On Margaret Court, in a battle between Canada's most exciting tennis prodigies, 20th seed Felix Auger-Aliassime trounced friend and 11th seed Denis Shapovalov in straight sets.
That's outstanding tennis.
In his first visit to the Australian Open, the 20-year-old outplayed Shapovalov.
Oh, what a shot! That is one of the shots of the tournament so far.
Progressing to the 4th round of a Grand Slam for just the 2nd time in his career.
Oh, peerless display. High quality tennis indeed from Felix. It's Auger-Aliassime upsetting the 11th seed in an all-Canadian affair.
In just their 2nd career meeting, Dominic Thiem and Kyrgios were putting on a show early. Kyrgios conceding just 1 point on serve to take the first set in 37 minutes.
First set to Australia and Kyrgios.
The crowd turning up the volume on command. A rattled Thiem continued to make uncharacteristic errors, and an underarm serve converted a set point for Kyrgios, putting him 2 sets up.
Crazy scenes, phenomenal tennis.
But then things turned. Kyrgios' frustration with himself and the crowd opened the door for the world number 3 to eventually claim the 3rd set.
Team red hot on serve throughout the course of that 3rd set. Stone cold for Kyrgios towards the end of it.
The first game of the 4th set alone took 13 minutes, and things got nervy again for Kyrgios when he had to save 2 break points at 4-all.
Got him!
And it is so costly for Kyrgios.
2 unnecessary tweeners, a point penalty for blasting a ball out of the stands, all proving costly as Thiem took the match into a 5th set.
To a 5th we go.
After being broken in the 5th, Kyrgios raged to the chair umpire about the shot clock, just the last of many victims of his anger on the night, as Thiem claimed an Australian Open epic.
An absolutely startling way to end it as well. The comeback of all comebacks.
First of all, the first match against Nick, and here on his favorite court with an amazing crowd. I think there are easier things to do.
World number 1 Novak Djokovic was pushed to the brink in his match against 23-year-old American Taylor Fritz. After carving out a 5-2 lead in the opening set, Fritz found his groove, taking the set to a tiebreak.
Oh, that is delicious.
It wasn't long before the 8-time Australian Open champ had the game on his racket, taking a 2-sets-to-love lead. But the 27th seed was up for the fight as Djokovic slipped up.
Fritz lighting it up on lever.
Clearly hampered,
Definitely seen his face. He looks a little uncomfortable there.
the world number 1 dropped the 3rd set.
Fritz gets the 3rd.
Bizarre scenes followed as play was suspended and patrons asked to leave Rod Laver Arena to comply with the Victorian government's lockdown. Fritz holding his nerve, though, to take the match into a 5th set.
And we will indeed be going to a 5th.
But Djokovic wouldn't go down without a fight. The world number 1 rallying in the 5th set to win his way into the round of 16 at a Grand Slam for the 53rd time.
His will to win remains undiluted. He is an 8-time champion. Today, he dug deeper than he's ever had to dig before.